put the bench together. I kind of like it right where it is along the other side of the car.
Yeah, no, if you guys have something to point out.
We should be discussing this while the video is running.
No, fine. If you guys have something to point out, point it out. Hello from Camp High Sierra. We are the crew of 6 who has come up to help Alan on April 20th and so on. And we are building new Scoutcraft, which is an area that's moving from Scoutcraft, which has fallen down and which we burned the other day, to the bike barn. The area formerly known as the bike barn. So, we've done most of the work that we're going to do this weekend. But as you can see, we're going to set up a bench that we brought over from the old Scoutcraft, so there'll be a piece of it here. There are also 2 fire pits that used to be at the Scoutcraft area that we brought over. We found out that they are actually jet engine housings, in fact, as we have been telling people, because we dug them out of Scoutcraft and brought them over here. There'll be pictures up somewhere online for you to see it, if you want. Who knows if this is going to look exactly the same when you staff or you scouts, whoever sees this, comes up to camp. I have no idea. It could look entirely different because Alan is obviously not finished with it. And then anything that changes before camp could change how we want something else to be or where we want something else to be. But at the moment, there's a kind of cooking area back here around the waterworks building. A table for prep, a bench for sitting, campfires, or campfire rings for cooking itself. And behind the waterworks building, you can see a sink, which is a pretty large sink. It used to be in the kitchen. I spent a year of my life spraying dishes in that sink. But it's really close to the water and will be up and running, along with hopefully somewhere to dry dishes and somewhere to store food so that we can not have to have people walk all the way over to the kitchen to get food for the cooking area. Now that I've talked a little bit where you can see people doing stuff in this area, I'm going to just walk around a tad because we're setting up some interesting stuff. Well, Alan has made some interesting stuff for, say, the archery range. There's now a new secondary little teaching area, and a bunch of fences have been painted green, which looks really nice and actually takes care of a bunch of the splinters that we're developing on some. Bike barn is fairly similar, but will probably change before people get here. And the baseball diamond, wonderfully enough, you probably can't tell on a video. And there's probably wind and distortion. Sorry about that. It's very flat. The plates are all marked out in wonderful accuracy. There's an actual central mound kind of area in the center. And the bleachers for the scouts are gone because new ones are being built. The old bleachers have moved somewhere else. And the baseball area itself, all of the backboard has now been fixed up and painted. No loose wiring anymore. No loose wire fencing, I guess you would say. And there's a bunch of plastic, I always want to say chicken coop wire, but it's just plastic mesh screen over here so that if it eventually tears, you won't get sharp metal bits. You'll just have a torn spot that you can fix easily. There's some other stuff I could show, and maybe I'll take a video of it as we go around the place, flagpole. But really, this is the area where we were concentrating this week. We also burned the old Scoutcraft building and did a lot of raking in the flag meadow so that it would actually have grass growing. And you would not believe the amount of pine needles because you can probably see, no you can't, too bad. Say hi everybody. So we have,
Hi everybody.
No, not say hi everybody. So coming up this weekend was Robbie, wave. Wave! Good. Now say what you want.
It's pretty fun.
Okay. And Emily, wave. No, you have to wave. You gonna say something? No. Okay.
No.
Jay.
Hey, see y'all all up here this summer.
Hopefully this is actually the right framing. And Patrick.
Hi.
And me. Hello. So say something. I interrupted your say something time.
The moment's gone.
Okay. I'm sorry. I killed it. I have killed the moment. And David Donnelly, who is in typical David Donnelly fashion, lost and wandered off somewhere else talking to Alan because talking to Alan is fun. So just remember, Alan could always use some help up here. We came up to assist him on this weekend because he asked people to come up in April. But if you ever want to come by and just say, you know, hey, we want to help you with some kind of project, and you've got friends or other staff members, do it because he could always use some help. Let him know that you'll be coming beforehand, of course, so that he can find projects for you to do and have the materials ready. But always feel free to do that. And hopefully we'll do something like this next year, maybe more times this year. Come up for Memorial Day weekend. Blah, 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 blah. Someone else have something to say?
No,
I'm good.
Say.
Right, I'm making one for in 22.
Oh, well. I guess
Murphy.
Yep. Oh, my bad. Excuse me.
Right in front of it.
Well, I was getting a shot of the new general store fence and such.
That is a very short barrel.
Well, no, they have longer versions, mostly for California. The carbine. It's
I have to practice my marching band walk so that I can walk without bumping the thing.
Get a shot of the leader's grotto too.
Yep. You can never see through the grotto, but now you can. You can totally see through it. Ah, I can't do the sideways march as well. The camera will jiggle. I wish I brought an actual camera. Okay, there's nothing new over here, so I will pause.
I
Fine.
was saying because he was asking me how qualified are you for that? So
Yeah.
I have a feeling.
Nice.
Okay, we'll throw you into the river. No. Grab her feet.
Fire pit. Ah. Still smoldering. Oh, we can at least take the empty cans.
Oh
Because
yeah.
Alan said to leave the tools, but might as well take that. Scoutcraft had its good day, but as all evil empires must, it fell.
No, the evil empire is only taking a hiatus. It's taking a break.
Wonderful thing to do. Walk through a smoke cloud with a computer. Stop following me, wind!
I will Photoshop an empire fight. Yeah, exactly. I am going to do it. Or I will get somebody to do it if I do not have my computer.
So this is the day after, and I don't know about anybody else, but I still feel somewhat sore in my arms and legs, and I was just examining the video clips that I had taken before throwing them together and tossing them up online where someone could look at them. Pictures coming later whenever they get to me, but I noticed that at one point I wasn't entirely clear on something because I transitioned very fast from just showing the camera around to the things we were currently working on to talking about the things that we were up there and seeing that Alan had already done. So just to let you guys know, the only things we really did this work weekend were a lot of raking of pine needles in the flag meadow, transition of a couple objects from old Scoutcraft to new Scoutcraft, the bringing of the fire pits and some of the wood that was salvageable and such, piling together all the log pieces from the cabin, which took forever. Those things were heavy with damp, and lighting them on fire later that night, which actually was extremely difficult in itself. Digging in the new holes for the pits, we hit an electric line and a water line, very carefully hit them, and moved the pits a second time, and dug in like the sink and a little trench and sunk a couple posts and moved the boats out of the bike barn. But that was really it. The other stuff which you noticed as being changed or fixed was all Alan. All of that is Alan. None of that was done by us. It's pretty awesome, and there were some other things that are up there that we didn't actually get a chance to take a picture of. Actually, next time I want to take pictures when we're actually working, but we thought we would be working in the morning on the last day, and we weren't. So we just went over to the area and shot a little video. So there you have it. This has been yet another episode of the irregularly scheduled and constantly canceled High Sierra Perspective Report, brought to you by our sponsors at Inconsistent Heaters Incorporated, because warm rooms are things you only need during the day. And by the Sleep Talkers Union, because saying what is really very hard work. And in all seriousness, brought to you by the folks at Smoothie City. Oh, and actually, leftover meals. And of course, by the support of CHS viewers and volunteers like you. Remember, it only takes one person in a crowded room to say, "Finger mustache." finger mustache. You good sugar. Okay, I'll feed you. Come on. Come on.